Hello students, welcome to online classes. Today our topic is Summative Assessment 2 question paper. It's very interesting and important topic. What is an exam? An exam is a formal test that you take to show your knowledge or ability in a particular subject or to obtain a qualification. If you have a medical exam, doctor looks at you and your body feels it and does simple tests in order to check how healthy you are. Likewise, in the education, the exam means it is a set of questions or exercises evaluating skill or knowledge. Here are some instructions for our summative assessment 2 question paper. This question paper, it includes 2 hours 45 minutes and it contains maximum marks 40. And the instructions are: first one, this question paper contains 3 sections A, B and C with the questions from 1 to 34. Second instruction, 15 minutes time is allotted exclusively for reading the question paper and 2 hours 30 minutes for answering the questions. Third instruction, all the answers ought to be written in the separate answer booklet. Make use of the last page of the answer booklet for rough work if necessary while answering the questions under section C. So these are the instructions for our summative assessment 2 question paper. As we discussed in the instructions, summative assessment has 3 different sections. They are section A, section B and section C. In the section A, it includes unseen passages, unseen poems. In section B, it is with vocabulary and grammar. And in the section C, that is creative expressions. Let us check section A in detail. In section A, unseen passages or unseen poems will come. These includes previous textbook lessons or poems, newspaper articles, reviews, environment related issues, national programs like Swachh Bharat, etc., science related topics, etc. These different types of topics will include in section A. They are the unseen passages or unseen poems. After looking the question paper, summative assessment 2 question paper, when you see these unseen passages or unseen poems, you may get tense. Why? Because you may come across with these type of passages or not. If you won't understand these passages, then answering the questions which follows the passage will become difficult to you. To overcome this problem, here is a solution. Let's check. Students, after reading the passage, the following questions, you have to understand them. Before reading the questions, you have to know the meanings for these words which were displaying now. When, who, what, where, why and how. So when you know the meaning for these particular words, your half of the question is finished. A particular question You can understand by knowing these meanings. Then, after knowing the meanings for these WH questions, you can understand the given question very easily, what they are asking about. So, after knowing these different meanings for WH questions, when you got the meaning for the question, then writing answer is very easy. I took 2017 March SSC Public Examinations Summative Assessment 2 question paper to explain how the questions will come in unseen passages. Students, please go through this passage. This is an unseen passage. This is not from your textbook. Students, continue reading this unseen passage. After finishing this unseen passage, look here. Here are 5 questions. These 5 questions are again divided into 3 multiple choice questions and 2 short answer questions. You can observe in a short answer questions, both questions are started with the WH questions. As we discussed before, when you know the meaning for these WH questions, the complete question will be understood very easily. When you understand the question according to, then you can answer. So, based on these questions, I prepared my answer, and you have to answer like this in your answer booklet when you answer the summative assessment question paper. Let us check them. When we start answering the questions in section A, question number 1 to 5, the first 3 questions have the options. They are the multiple choice questions. So, first, second, third, these questions contains the option C, D and C. Here in this answer booklet, you have to write the words or the sentences which contains to that option. After the multiple choice questions, here 2 questions are there. They are the very short answers or short answers. See, these questions are depends on the given passage, and in these they may be direct questions and they may be indirect questions. Like some open-ended questions are also there. So for direct questions, you can pick out the answer from the given passage. When they ask about the open-ended question, so you have to imagine and write the answers according to the question. After finishing our uh, first to fifth questions, here is the second bit in section A, that is a poem. This is also unseen poem. This is not from your textbook. Students, please go through this poem. After reading this poem, you can see here the questions. Here only 2 questions are in multiple choice and 3 are in very short form. Okay. So you can observe 8th, 9th and 10th questions. These are very short answer questions. Let us check how we can write in our answer booklet answers for these questions. According to the question paper, 6th and 7th questions are multiple choice questions. So I wrote the answers D for 6th question and B for 7th question. You have to write what is mentioned for D for 6th question and what is mentioned for B and 7th question in your answer booklet. After these multiple choice questions, very short answers are there. For the 3 questions, 8th, 9th and 10th, very short answers. Here are my answers for the particular questions. After unseen poem, here is another unseen passage, includes 11 to 15 questions. As 1 to 5 questions includes 3 multiple choice and 2 very short answers. Here in this unseen passage also it includes 3 multiple choice questions and 2 very short answers or short answer questions. Students, you can observe here also in this unseen passage the questions 14 and 15, it starts with what. In both questions, WH questions are here what. So when you know the meaning what, then the complete sentence and the complete question what are they asking, you can understand. For example, what does the civil engineering discipline involve? What means, I already discussed, that means AMT. What does the civil engineering discipline involves? So, according to the question, you can find out the answer from the paragraph. Some questions will be direct questions and some questions you have to imagine and you have to give your own opinion to the particular question. Based on these questions, I gave my answers. Let us check, and you have to write answers in your booklet like that. As we discussed, 11 to 13 questions are multiple choice answers. So, these multiple choice questions, here you have to write the complete words or sentences which comes for that option. For 11th, it is the answer is D. For 12, it is D. For 13, here they give two answers, A and B. You can, if you write A or B, you can get full marks. And in the 14 and 15 question, they started with the WH questions. So these questions includes either words or sentences. So this is the model we have to write in our answer booklet. After section A, here section B, it includes vocabulary and grammar. In this vocabulary and grammar, from question number 16 to 18, they includes the following questions: direct and indirect speech, question tag, active voice and passive voice, defining or non-defining clauses, degrees of comparison, combining sentences like to, so that. Here are the examples for question number 16 to 18. These examples are also from the same question paper. You can observe the paragraph which was given about these questions. Those underlined sentences have to change according to the direction. For the 16th question, the gentleman in the high chair asked. For the 17th question, you know you are an orphan. Here in the bracket they asked to write question tag. Then the 18th one, Oliver was dash. Here they are asking passive voice. You can see the question in the above paragraph. After the number 18, you can see Mr. Bumble caned Oliver. This active voice have to convert to the passive voice. After these questions, my answers are there. We'll check them. For the 16th question, it is a direct or indirect speech. So they asked a direct question. For that direct speech, we have to convert that into indirect. For the 17th question, they asked for question tag. For the 18th question, that is passive voice. So likewise, you have to answer your questions in your answer booklet. Then, in vocabulary and grammar section, question number 19 to 22, it includes cloze test. What is a cloze test? We'll check. Complete the passage choosing the right words from those given below it. Each blank is numbered and for each blank 4 choices A, B, C, D are given. Choose the correct answer from these choices and write A, B, C or D in your answer booklet. It contains 2 marks. Students, you can see the blanks in this paragraph. C. Each blank contains 4 options. Below the paragraph you can see them. For 19 A, B, C, D. For 20 same A to D. And for 21 and for 22. For all these 4 blanks, we have to select an appropriate option from the given options. So, read this paragraph thoroughly and find out either this paragraph belongs to present tense or past tense or future tense. Then you can definitely find out a particular option. Answers for the cloze test. Among those different options, here the answers are for 19th question B, has been. C, for the 20th question, that is since. For 21st question, D, and for 22nd question, answer is B, that is has. You have to write these options and also the option, a choice. For example, B. B has been. C, since. D, and. B, has. Likewise, you have to write in your answer booklet. Another type of questions in this grammar and vocabulary, the question numbers are from 23rd to 28th. Read the following passage and fill in the blanks, choosing the correct words given in brackets. Write the answers in your own booklet. Here you can observe each and every blank contains 2 options in the bracket. You can observe here for 23rd question, after the first blank they mentioned 23, then in the bracket 8, hate. In the 24th question, learned, lent. Likewise, after 28 questions, 2 options are given after the blank. Let us check the answer for these questions. Students, here you need not to write complete paragraph and along with answers. Here they ask you to write only answers in your booklet. Like here I wrote, for 23rd it is 8, 24 length, 25th high, 26th way, 27th sea, 28th home. This is enough for you to write in your answer booklet. There is no need of complete sentences and don't waste your time in your examinations. This is enough. Let's go for the next question. Another type of question, again in section B, vocabulary and grammar. And these questions are from 29th to 32. Complete the following passage with the right form of the words given in the brackets. Write the answers in the answer booklet. So, these questions also contain 2 marks. 4 blanks are given. For each blank it is a half mark. Then this bit contains 2 marks. So you can see, first one I'll read. Dolphins use their dash 29 in bracket you can see power. So here right form of the verb they are asking. This word may be powerful, powerless, likewise. So which form is correct or suitable to this particular blank? Just think over that word, that is the root word. You can write the suitable word in that given blank. Next, the 30th, the given word is hunt. For 31, it is slap. For 32, it is extreme. So, based on these root words, we have to find out what is the right form of the word we can write in this blanks for a meaningful sentences to make a meaningful paragraph. Based on the root words, here I prepared the right form of the words. Here the base word or the root word is power. I prepared powerful. This powerful is the word which is suitable for that given blank. When we use this powerful in that given blank, you can get a perfect sentence or a meaningful sentence. Then for 30th, the root word is hunt. For 31st, slap. For 32nd, that is extreme. So based on this root word, we prepared right form of the word to fill those given blanks. Students, please write only the modified words in your booklet. No need to write the complete paragraph and don't waste your time. And particularly when you go with that paragraph, just check the paragraph completely whether the paragraph is in a past tense or a present tense or future tense. According to that, you can choose the right word. Students, here we are moving to section C, that is a creative expressions. It includes major discourse and minor discourse. In the major discourse, again 5 are there. In minor discourses, again 3 are there. This is a very scoring section. This major discourse includes 10 marks, where the minor discourse includes 5 marks. Total 15 marks from 40 marks. So, for section A, for section B, it contains 25 marks. For this particular section, you can get 15 marks. So, be perfect in this section. Let us continue. Major discourse includes biographical sketch, speech, news report or review, letter writing, essay writing. In the short form, you can remember them, all of these major discourses in Summative Assessment 2 question paper, BSNLE. Again I am saying the first letters of these major discourses. They are BSNLE. You can remember that very easily. There is no confusion between the major discourses from Summative 1 and major discourses from Summative 2. Come to the minor discourse. Profile, invitation, poster. The short form is PIP. The first letters of these minor discourses. Please keep these two short forms in your mind, then you can avoid the confusion between the first paper and second paper. Students, let's see the major discourse. What is the question given in this? Question number 33. You are aware of the ill effects caused by the pollution, particularly air pollution, and the unfair methods being used. So this is question about pollution, particularly air pollution. Let us continue. Vehicles are releasing carbon monoxide. Heavy vehicles are not properly conditioned. Garbage is thrown in open streets, which releases poisonous gases. Deforestation methods are used everywhere, which affects climatic conditions. Now, here's the question. Write a letter to the Director of Pollution Control Board describing him how air pollution is affecting our lives. You may suggest possible solution to solve this problem. Students, you can see here the question is, what is the question asked here as a major discourse? Right, it is letter writing. Just remember BSNLE. In that L, letter writing. So, as a major discourse, here they are asked to write a letter to Director of Pollution Control Board. So, this major discourse is about a letter writing. When you prepare a letter writing, please keep these all things in your mind. This is a 10 marks question. This is a major question which contains more marks in the question paper. The first one, appropriate format or layout relevant to the context. Sender's address, date, receiver's address, salutation, body of the letter and subscription. Students, these all contains 2 marks. When you are perfect with the format or the layout, you will get 2 marks there. And the second one, relevant ideas and proper sequence of ideas. So the question is about the air pollution and to solve the problems. All these things you have to present them in a proper manner. This contains 2 marks. And use the language appropriate to the context. So language is also important when you are preparing letter writing. Fourth one, well-formedness of sentences like tense, aspects, agreement, PNG features, etc. So letter writing contains not only the body of that letter, they include the format, relevant ideas, language and also well-formedness of sentences. It also includes fifth one, conventions of writing, and sixth one, coherence, use of connectives and pronouns. So 10 marks are divided into different types here. Different categories they are allotting these marks. So please students, keep all these 6 points in your mind and prepare letter writing to get 10 on 10. In the complete summative assessment 2 or 1, whatever it may be, you have only one internal choice question, that is the major discourse. Here, before we discuss about a letter writing, if you don't know how to write a letter writing, or here is another question. Let us check it. You have come across the following on the Gram Panchayati bulletin board or read in the newspapers. That is about child marriages, a blot on our society. Young children are facing many problems. They are not psychologically or physically matured. They don't know anything about married life, but parents are forcing them to get married. This should be avoided, and it is a social crime also. So this is the actual news about this child marriages. Now, what is the major discourse we have to do here? Now write an essay. Children, remember that BSNL E. Last one is E, that is essay. Now write an essay on child marriages, a blot on our society. You may state the reasons and suggest possible solutions. So students, hope you understand what is the question is here. Here you have to prepare major discourse, essay. This includes how many marks? Yes, this includes 10 marks. As we discussed for letter writing, here the essay writing marks also distributed to different categories. Here the first one is title and introduction or thesis statement. So each and every essay should contain a proper title and also the introduction. Second one, maintaining the logical sequence of ideas. It contains 2 marks. Providing main idea and supporting details. It contains 2 marks. Fourth one, giving appropriate conclusion or ending. This includes 1 mark. Here, all these 6 marks are allotted for your complete essay, but the remaining 4 marks, please keep an eye about last 3 points. Here the fifth one is grammaticality, tense, aspects, agreement, PNG features, etc. Sixth one, conventions of writing. Seventh one, coherence, use of connectives and pronouns. So students, hope you understand how to write an essay about a particular topic. Then we'll move to the next one. In the creative expression section C, minor discourse. It contains 5 marks. As we discussed before, in summative assessment 2, minor discourses are PIP, poster, invitation, profile, or profile, invitation, poster. Whatever it may be, it is PIP. That is the short form to remember these minor discourses for summative assessment 2. Here the question. Imagine that your school is organizing annual day celebrations at your school. Design an invitation card on behalf of your school. Include the necessary details. Date and venue, chief guest, guest of honor, program and vote of thanks. So students, as we discussed before, here the minor discourse is invitation card. For the invitation card also, Here are some indicators to award marks to different categories. First one, that is a layout or design or illustration. Second one, ideas relevant to the context. Third one, conventions of writing. Fourth one, brevity and well-formedness. Fifth one, organizing the ideas. Students, please keep all these 5 points in your mind. Then according to these 5 points, when you prepare the message or invitation, you will definitely get 5 marks for this. Hope you understand this minor discourse. Hope you understand about summative assessment to question paper here. Here are the answers. When you write the answers in your booklet, they will be like this. For section A, 1 to 5 questions, 3 are multiple choice questions and remaining 2 are very short answers. In the 6 to 10, only 2 questions are multiple choice questions and remaining 3 very short answers. And again in section A, 11 to 15 questions, 3 are multiple choice answers and 2 are very short answers. Come to section B, 16 to 18, they are the question we have to write as they directed us. And the next one, that is the closed test. We will get 4 options for each blank. We have to find out the suitable one for that blank. And the numbers from 19 to 22, they includes the closed test. And from 23rd to 28, they are the homonyms. Means they pronounce like same, but the spelling and also these meanings are different. According to the given blank, you have to choose a particular word from the given 2 words which are in bracket. From 29th to 32, this is the bit for right form of the words. They give us the basic or the root word. We have to find out what is the suitable word for the given blank based on that root word. So these questions are from 29 to 32. And finally, section C, major discourse for 10 marks, minor discourse for 5 marks. So, major discourse that includes in the summative assessment 2 paper, BSNLE, that is biographical sketch, S for speech, N for news report or review, L for letter writing, E for essay. In the minor discourse, that is a PIP, P for profile, I for invitation and P for poster. So students, hope you understand this session. All the best for your exams. Please no confusion and don't write the lines which are includes in the passage. Don't keep from this place to that place in that particular given passage. Write according to the question. Write your answer according to the question. Please check out the meanings for WH questions and understand the questions. Just divide the meanings for the words and understand the question. That will be very helpful to get the answer correctly. Thank you. Hope you understand this session.